Please put your hands together for your first comedian of the evening, Gavin, the autistic comedian.
Hi guys, hi. I'm Gavin, the autistic comedian. I'm the famous comedian Mark Norman's bastard son. But when he found out I had autism, he wanted nothing more to do with me. Comedy's in my blood, so I thought I'd give it a go. Going to be speaking in English, so if you don't find me funny, it's definitely a language barrier. My computer's a sadist. It gets turned on by power. I used to have a golden retriever, but it only returned with sticks, so I ran the fucker over for teaching it a lesson. I went to a paleontologist seminar, but they spent the whole time talking about homos. Are Down syndrome people related? Because they all look the same. They're like a new cultural minority group, I'm not sure. Scabs to the caviar of the monkey world. Nice. I started practicing the ancient art of Chai tea. It's a lot like Tai Chi, but it's a lot more relaxing and my bowel movements are more regular. Violence is never an option, but sometimes it's the only way. Oral rape sounds bad. I went to the urologist clinic and the receptionist for problems with my premature ejaculation, and the receptionist told me I've come too early. I said, you're good, that's exactly why I'm here. If you can't beat them, join them. But if you can beat them, colonise. What? I have lots of storage units, but I don't use them. I like to live and think outside the box. I saw an advert in the supermarket. It said free session with therapist. I thought, why not? So I went along, and the guy just pulled out this giant rubber fist and started fisting me, didn't say a bloody word. Afterwards, I just left, went home, looked at the card again. It didn't say free session with therapist, big mistake. It said free session with the rapist. Homophobes are so stupid, they remove the doors on the closet so they can see what's going on inside. I tried speed dating last month. It wasn't really for me. Now I'm trying heroin dating. It's a lot more relaxing. The Middle East has the highest percentage of spontaneous combustion in the whole world. No one knows why. Experiments are underway and scientists think it might have something to do with the soil composition. They say if you have one pain and you create a second pain, the first pain would disappear. That's not true. I spent an hour kicking this homeless guy yesterday and my arm still hurt. I grew up in a broken home. There was always a draft and the lights never worked. I dated a crippled lady in the past. When she was in bed, because of the wheelchair, we couldn't spoon, so we just kind of sport. I love Barcelona, always something going on. The other week in the street festival, I saw this guy, an amputee guy, driving a mobility scooter, drove straight over a kid. He was clearly legless. Done a lot of volunteering in my life. The most positive place I've worked was the HIV clinic. When I see a group of people sitting with an obese person, I often wonder, are they stuck in orbit? Because one time when I was little, you see my dad's really fat, and one time when I was little I got sucked into his black hole, but then he is on the sex registry list, so that's a slightly different situation. When marijuana finally becomes legal, rightfully, think of all those poor little sniffer dogs that would be out of a job. Oh. Antibacterial hygiene spray. I don't know if it actually works, but psychologically that stuff is amazing. Spray it on any mattress and I'll fall asleep. Okay, this joke is possibly the most painful joke I've ever written. What you call Bob Marley with a sandwich on his head? A breadlock rasta. What you call Bob Marley with a sandwich and a walnut? A nutty breadlock. All food is street food if you eat it outside. So, when I was living in England, I tried one of these designer drugs. You guys know about the designer drugs? Well, I stopped using it. I developed one of the side effects. I developed this third fully articulated knee in the middle of my chest. Man, fucking crazy. Went to the doctors. He said I had a bad case of the Negro. But then he gave me some cream and the Negro went away. Thank you.
That's the exact applause we were looking for. That's
Of the
great,
4
guys.
people.
The 4 people. Thunderous applause. I'm amazed by Will Smith, right? Isn't he incredible? He managed to stop the war in Ukraine with just one slap, as far as I know.